Hey, furniture folks, did I just accidentally ruin this popular mid-century modern end table? You tell me. I feel that there's a lot of value in sharing things that go well, but also things that don't always go as well or according to plan. So let's break this down a little bit. I bought this piece on Facebook Marketplace. I thought it would be a super easy project. These sell really well here in the Pacific Northwest. No problem. I could do this all day. I grabbed my bottle of soapy water, started washing the piece down, and was thinking, man, this is really dirty, much dirtier than I thought. And then it was about here when I realized that I had grabbed the wrong bottle, and this was a deep degreaser. And so I was actually just completely stripping this piece, which is the opposite of what I wanted to do. I used mineral spirits to clean up the mess that I had made because now I was going to need to completely restain it and try to get it back to that beautiful walnut color that it was before I touched it. So, since I was in a nightmare of my own making, decided to take advantage of this raw wood and just sand down with 150 grit this bottom shelf to get out a couple deeper scratches. I dusted off all of the sanding particles and then I'm doing a slip coat of mineral spirits. And this is one of my favorite parts because you get to actually see the beautiful wood that's underneath all the work that you've been doing. Applying this beautiful gel stain that I love and use on almost all of my mid-century modern pieces. I will be the first person to admit that I struggled with gel stain the first several times I used it because I felt like I was just wasting so much. As you can see here, you have to wipe off a lot of the stain and it just felt wasteful. However, I find that's just how the product works best. You apply it really heavy and then wipe it off. But if anybody has any tips or tricks in still getting a really high quality finish and using less product, I'm happy to hear those. Please put them in the comments. After 2 coats of stain, I got these white blotchy marks, which look like water residue or where it wouldn't have gotten dry enough. But I let this dry for several days before taking any further action, so I can't imagine that that's a thing. But let's treat it like that. I grabbed a heat gun and just did a couple test spots of letting it warm up, giving it a break, letting it warm up, seeing if it dried out, and it worked in some spots, but not all. The next phase in getting out these presumed watermarks was to lay down a cotton t-shirt to protect the wood and then just doing brief high heat ironing sessions. And I did several rounds on each mark just to see if it made any difference. I ended up getting the same result as I did with the heat gun, where it made a difference, kind of, but nothing that was so substantial or life altering that I could just do that and be done. After removing any water that may or may not have made the mark, I'm still not 100% convinced they were watermarks. I decided to pivot and just move to making the tone across the entire piece even. After 2 coats of de-waxed shellac, just as a base or foundation, I moved on to actually toning the wood with the toner. There was one small section in the front of the piece that the veneer had fallen off, So I just patched it with some quick wood, and then I needed to color match it and make it look less obvious. Now, color matching is an absolute art form, and there are people that are absolutely better than me at it. Some people like to use blend all sticks, some people like to use markers, but my preferred method, at least as of this moment, is just using gel stain and essentially painting them on layer by layer with a de-wax shellac coat in between. After you're satisfied with how the wood grain looks, I go in with wood toner and just do several very slight coats over and over and over again until it's the way that you would like it to look. This lane end table is part of their Alta Vista collection, and their Alta Vista collection often has formica tops instead of wood. And so I just took some gel stain in a similar color and went section by section and blended with my finger to get it to match to the surrounding area. I finish off the piece with 2 coats of wipe-on polyurethane. And this is how this little end table turned out. Is it ruined? Is it restored? Either way, let me know what you think. See you next time.